In the beginning, we see a boy proposing to a girl named Ashikawa. The boy's name is Rento. When Rento proposes to Ashikawa and asks her to go on a date with him, she tells him that she likes him too but feels nauseous at the thought of going on a date with him, then runs away. Later, Rento confides in his friend, who asks him about his recent rejection. Rento reveals that it was his 100th rejection. His friend then asks when he started proposing to people, to which Rento humorously claims to have proposed at 8 months old. Shocked by this revelation, his friend says that Rento is not a hero, but a monster. Distraught, Rento goes to a temple and prays to God to get him a girlfriend so that his school life can improve and he doesn't die a virgin. He hears someone reassuring him not to worry, then sees a bald old guy taking his head out of a box and assumes he's a thief. The man reveals himself as a god and tells Rento that he has written Rento's destiny. He assures Rento that he will meet someone in school whom he will fall in love with. Rento keeps repeating all this, and then the god tells him to stop repeating his words because they don't have time. The god explains that he can't provide much detail in the first episode as there are still many episodes left. He instructs Rento to listen quietly and assures him that when he meets her, he will feel something strange and realize she is his soulmate. The god tells Rento that there will be a total of 100 hot girls whom he will meet in his school, and they will all become his girlfriends. Rento, shocked, says that if the god is lying, he will burn him. Rento starts making gestures, expressing his doubts about being able to impress someone. The god explains that Rento's partner was chosen for him at birth and that he will realize it when he meets them. Rento then goes to school and sits in his class. When he leaves the class, he collides with 2 hot girls who also feel the same strange sensation described by the god. Rento realizes that Hakari is the one whom the god told him about. He starts lifting her up, asking if she needs help because she's hurt. Her expression seems intense, and Rento assumes she must be very attractive. After hearing all this, Rento starts crying, questioning what kind of first meeting this is, where he hurts his soulmate. Seeing him crying, Hakari wonders why he's crying so much after seeing her hurt. Rento offers his hand to Hakari, and when Karane also mentions being hurt, he starts beating himself up, feeling guilty for hurting his soulmates. Both girls feel sorry and stand properly. Seeing this, Rento questions why they lied if they're both okay. But then he hurts his leg and they all walk together. He hugs both of them, feeling like the luckiest person in the world, comparing the feeling to 2 butterflies stuck to a telephone pole. They go to class together and Rento introduces himself, mentioning he's in class 4 and asks which class they're in. Hakari and Karane reveal they're also in the same class. As they walk together, they overhear 2 women talking about a superstition flower, which excites the girls. Rento goes to get the same flower. Later, he sees Hakari and Karane searching for a 4-leaf flower and offers to help. Karane becomes shy, denying any trouble, but Rento offers her a cold drink to refresh herself, which she gratefully accepts. Then Hakari arrives and asks him what he's doing there. He explains that he saw both of them searching for flowers, which is why he came, and offers her a cold drink. She declines, asking him to open it and give her half since she can't drink too much. He drinks half of the cold drink. After this, Hakari starts drinking the juice and says, "After all, I filed an indirect case with Rento, and this is my first kiss." As she drinks, she spills it all over her body and the juice falls on her skirt. Rento gives her his handkerchief and says, "I will help you clean this." Hakari says, "I love you, Rento." He starts feeling shy after hearing this and asks her, "Will you go on a date with me?" Rento then expresses his feelings, saying, "I fell in love with you at first sight. I will definitely go on a date with you. I will always love you." He adds, "This is the first time someone has asked me on a date." Karane then arrives and questions how Rento managed all this, claiming it was all hers. She expresses her love for Rento too and asks him to come on a date with her. Both girls ask, "Who will you choose for a date?" As they leave, Rento starts thinking that both of them are very cute, hot, and beautiful. But he knows that he likes both Hakari and Karane. He wonders, after all, which of these 2 should he choose? Both are his soulmates. He decides to wait and answer them tomorrow, recalling the words of the god. The god had told him that whoever would be his soulmates, and if he refused anyone, they would die. Rento questions why he got 100 soulmates. The god explains that it was a mistake made while deciding everyone's soulmates while watching videos. Rento realizes that if he chooses one of these 2, the other one will be killed. He has to choose both. After all, what should he do? He starts thinking that if he says he will not go with either, they will feel bad and die. But if he goes to both of them alone and tells them he loves them, they will feel bad. He goes and meets both of his girlfriends. Both of them ask for his answer, and Rento comes to them saying, "I want you both to become my girlfriends." They are shocked to hear this, and one of them calls him a fool, questioning how he could think that. Rento explains, "I know it sounds strange, but I love you both so much. I can't live without you both. I know better than anyone else what it means to love someone. He brings flowers for both of them, explaining that he found out about these 4-leaf flowers by asking his teacher and searched all night long for them. Hearing this, one of them gets shocked and questions Rento's actions, while the other stops her and explains that Rento thought of giving them each a flower when they answered him. The first one agrees and expresses her love, saying she can do anything for him. The other girl gets shocked, but the first one goes and hugs Rento, saying he should keep thinking of her like this. The second girl then comes and hugs Rento too, saying she loves him too. Rento promises both of them that he will keep them happy. With this, his virgin life begins. He is yet to find his 98th soulmate, and if he does not choose even one, the rest will die.